very good morning and welcome to Kowloon Cricket Club for the KCC Morning League Grade 1 second semi-final. Sky Warrior Marvels in third place up against second place Titans. The Marvels winning the toss, electing to have a bat. Chirag Gadari and Pranav Shah heading out to the middle. Bat in hand. A place in the grand final next Friday up against the Sky Warrior Avengers, who picked up the win yesterday against the All-Stars. And one of these two teams will be joining them next week right here at Kowloon Cricket Club. Not far away from getting underway. Early morning rain, showers about, but at the moment blue skies above the ground. And we're not far away from getting this second semi-final underway. Looks like Giri marking out his run-up to open the bowling here for the Titans. Run through the sides today while we wait for the umpires. There's umpire Jawed Iqbal heading out to the middle as well. Be joined at square leg by umpire Imran Arif. For the Titans today, the captain is Aji Chako, Haran, Iftikhar, Venki, Rama, Shash, Giri. As I said, looks like we'll open the bowling. Jafar, Gaurav, Shamsha and Subhash rounding out the playing 11. For the Sky Warrior Marvels today, led by Captain Akash Shah, and we've set out in the middle, Pranav Shah and Chico on strike. Second highest scorer in the KCC Morning League Grade 1 this season with 349 runs. Harsh Jagani, Shail Shah, Naneed Shah, Smeet Mehta, Sambhav Shah, Prince Shah, Palik Katari, and rounding out the playing 11 for the Sky Warrior Marvels is Ankit Bansali. Ready to get underway here. A wide one to start with, very wide. Just managing to stay on the pitch. Loosener from Giri. And this one's smashed away. Gets big bat on ball here. Chico stand and deliver stuff. First boundary for the Marvels. Four runs. It is to the short boundary down there near the Boundary Cafe. Early members in, having some breakfast, watching on for the KCC Morning League today. And going backward through third again for another boundary. 4 runs. Back-to-back fours for Chico. Wide 4-4 to start with here for the Marvels. This one on the toes, pushing it onto the leg side. Giri doing the fielding himself. Get through for a single, bringing Pranav on strike for the first time today. Pranav Shah swinging hard, up in the air, going over through mid-wicket. First maximum in the books. Pranav Shah starts with a strike rate of 600. Maximum off his first delivery faced. A big over already with 2 balls remaining. Goes onto the offside this time. Protection in the deep. Out of deep cover, but a bit of a skidder in the wettish outfield. Another boundary. What a start this is for the Sky Warrior Marvels. Both opening batters starting strongly. Well outside off, just inside the tram line. Cut away. Protection didn't help. One ball left to the first. 20 on the board already. Takes the pace off it. Flicks it away. Deep third now in place. So this should just be a single. Will beat 21 off the first. Sky Warrior Marvels starting strong. Pranav Shah will retain strike. Venkatesh to bowl over number 2 for the Titans. Bangs one in and gets a little bit of extra bounce. Shamsher Singh with the gloves on for the Titans this morning. Wicket keeper. Now got a fly third just off screen to the left in place. And backward point, deep cover. Extra cover catching position, mid off, mid on. And a backward square. Not sure how he managed to get it to that position, but he did, and it's going to go for 4. That's not exactly where Pranav was aiming. Unless he was, but somehow managed to get it inside the body, down the leg side. And the backward square couldn't cut it off to the short boundary. He was looking to guide that one between the fly third and backward point. And this time pulled away in the air, just past the outstretched hands of the backward square. It'll be another 4. Might have actually got fingertips on it. And a chance. Not really a chance, to be honest. And it wasn't far away. Venkatesh thought he had the wicket. And this time, drives hard, wideish. Picks out the captain, Angie Chacko at mid-off. We'll take the single, keep the runs ticking over. Pull up the KCC Match Centre, as I like to do for the Morning League. You can just type in KCC Match Centre into Google. And we'll pull up all the stats on both Grade 1 and Grade 2. Good one-handed pick up there from Harron in the deep. And they'll push back and take a second. Big fresh area, that one from Chico. Rare dot to round out the second. They're going at a run rate of 16 after 2. Sky Warrior Marvels a 32 for the loss of no wicket. Geary to bowl a second, 21 off his first. Puts it in the slot and driven straight to Chaco, who then puts some pressure on Chico, making sure he gets in for the single. Good arm from the captain. Harendra coming in from deep mid-wicket now inside the circle so they can put the deep third to go with the deep cover. And that's going out over the top of deep cover's head. That's a big one over the top of the training nets for a maximum as well. Second of the innings, one apiece for both openers as they continue the charge in the power play. Geary expensive early. Just open the shoulders, open the blade. Nothing that the deep cover could do about that one, except for watch it sail over his head. So deep third comes back inside the circle. Iftikhar comes up to a backward point position and Harendra goes back out to deep mid-wicket. So a bit of a charge, goes through extra cover this time. Won't be cut off before it makes it to the ropes. Both batters now up to 21 apiece of 15 deliveries. At the moment, Geary doesn't know quite where to bowl it to these two, because everywhere he does, he gets dispatched. Slower ball. Gone straight. Had to stop that one with the boot there, Shash, but he did so. Two balls left of the third. And Pranav back on strike on 21. He gets down on one knee, but hits it straight to Chaco at mid-off. Lots of firepower as we check the KCC match centre. After seeing Ankur Vashishtha yesterday put on 112 not out, top of the table in the batting. The next one is Chico on 349 before today. Slower one and a charge. It was a good delivery in the end. Just pushes it out onto the leg side for another single. And then in third place, Ajit Chaco on 326 runs. So it's a firepower semi-final. End of the over, halfway through the power play. The Sky Warrior Marvels 45 for the loss of no wicket. Runs continuing to flow for the Marvels. Tries to guide it, finds the gap, backward of point. Iftikhar not able to get the hands down in time. And the 50 up for the Sky Warrior Marvels in quick sticks. 3.2 overs, 53 on the board. don't have the stats on fastest 50s, but this one's got to be right up there. 20 balls, 53 runs. 50 partnership, of course, as well. Oh, swatted hard. It's too straight. Won't be cut off by mid-on. Pranav Shah races to 34 now. It's 205 runs in the season, round robins for Pranav Shah. And top score of 117. And goes over the top again. This one's going to be bigger. All the way for 6. Races to 40 now of just 14 deliveries. And Sky Warrior Marvels looking to book a place in the grand final against their stable mates, the Sky Warriors Avengers. At the moment, both Giri and Venki can't find the channels to bowl to these two. Wherever they do, they're getting put all around the ground. They're bringing the deep cover in, putting a long on in place, I should say. And a deep mid-wicket. So the offside all inside the circle. And yet he still almost finds a gap. Footwork from Iftikhar. Manages to push that one forward rather than skipping over his boot. So just a single. Both batters going at a strike rate of 270 plus. Oh, that one, a wild one. Good piece of glove work there from Shamsher. Otherwise, that would have been wide plus 4. Oh, good Yorker length this time. That'll be a dot. Rare one to round out the 4th. After 4, the Sky Warrior Marvel 65 for the loss of no wicket. Shash Chandru to bowl over number 5. Around the wicket. And change of bowler doesn't change the result. Another boundary. Pranav Shah. How many boundaries has he hit now? 9. That was his 7th 4 to go with 2 maximums. Racing away. Wants to challenge that top score that he had put in the round robins. 117 not out. well on the way. We're giving that a nudge today. This time picks out cover. Chico comes a little bit too far down, but safely heads back. Of course, these two teams met in the round robins. Let's find out where that game is. Oh, that's another big one. And that's the 50 up for Pranav Shah. Does it with a maximum, does it in style. His third six. 51 of 18 deliveries. Blistering start. Charge from Pranav, but we've got to get back quickly here, Chico. Does so. Chandru bowling the final over of the power play. And what a power play it's been for the Sky Warrior Marvels. 87 so far. In the air and plucked. A great catch to break the big opening partnership. Pranav Shah departs for 52. Gaurav Tapuria with the catch at point. One-handed pluck. Took some excellence to break this partnership. But the first wicket falls on 87. Round of applause from the Sky Warrior Marvels dugout for Pranav Shah. As Harsh Tagani heads out to the middle to join Chico. And the change in bowling finally generates a wicket for the Titans. Shash Chandru. Starting with a wide, then got the dot, then got the wicket. Now gets a new batter on strike, Harsh Tagani. And comes out at number 3 inside the power play, but with a big platform set already. Well, just Saiter watching it go through inside the trams. Trying to keep it wide, but again, that one's too wide. The only runs coming this over so far have been in extras. It does push the Sky Warrior Marvels to the lucky 8s, 88 for 1. Again, watchful from Jacani. A bit slower, shorter, punched hard work to do for Chaco. Does pick up just outside the circle, wideish of mid-off. Jagani gets first runs off the bat for him and rotates back to Chirag. 32 off 11. Watching along in KCC Morning League YouTube. Good morning to you. Chico goes aerial again. Up, up, up. But he's managed to stay inside the field. The deep cover has taken the catch. Chico can't believe it. But it looks like it's going to be the second wicket of the over as Chico departs. Both openers losing their wicket in the final over of the power play. Jafar with a great catch out in the deep. Had sun issues as well. He was looking up and couldn't find it as he's staring at it. In the end, a very big over for the Titans. And Chandru getting 2 wickets. Just the 3 runs coming from the final over of the power play. Sky Warrior Marvels 89 for 2. Round of applause from the dugout as well for Chico. You can see there just how good that over was from Shash. 2 dots, just the 3 runs. And everybody, 3 overs up in the 20s. Blistering start. But now the number 3 and number 4 out in the middle. Shail Shah joining Harsh Jagani, who will be on strike. Looks like the captain's going to have a bowl here. RG Chaco's got the ball in hand. was earlier on. Going to head off to the KCC Match Centre and talk about the last time these two teams met. And that was a big scoring event back on April 30th. Well, it's a full toss to start with from RG. Oh, good work in the outfield again from Jafar. 99% of Morning League players want to let that one go through. It was hit so hard and so fast, but down on the knees, sliding. Jafar, after taking his great catch, now saving three. Shao back on strike. In that game, back on April 30, both teams scoring over 200. Titans batted first in that match and put on 219. Well, that's the Avengers, I apologise. That's not the Marvels game. I'll have to go find the Marvels game. There's Archie again. This time very nice forward defence from Shale. A wide one, but just inside the trams. Really pegging it back here, the Titans, which they needed to do. Right, now I found the game. The last time these two teams met was back December 4th last year. Oh, this could be a run out. Harsh has come a long way down. I think he's got to be gone. Yeah, he just keeps on running. He knew how far he was short there, and that big mix-up causes the third wicket to fall in just over 10 balls. A little bit of a stutter here for the Sky Warrior Marvels. They were 87 for none. They're now 90 for 3. Sambo out to the middle. Sambhav Shah at the non-striker's end. Shale again slashing at it. Not able to get bat on ball. Good throw in from Geary at point to exact that run out. Unfortunate way for Harsh Jagani to depart. A good one for the Titans. It's good to see Sambo back as well. Sambhav Shah, who dislocated and broke his thumb at the Sky Warriors Sixes tournament a month ago. All good, he tells me. Thumb is working as it should. Now we can come into bat at number 5. Last time these two teams met, Titans batted first, and they scored 187 in 20 overs. And then the Marvels fell apart in that game, 112 all out in 18 overs. Already got a 90 today, even with 3 wickets falling quickly. 7 overs done. The Marvels are 90 for 3. As Chandru, bowler second. Why wouldn't he? He's got figures of 2 for 3. This one dabbed backward point. No run. First delivery for Sambo today. Just eases it onto the leg side. Can't find a run. Everything's slowing down here after so many runs in that first 5 overs. pulled away hard. Won't beat the deep square fielder. So just a single to start off with for Sumbov. Again, Trail swinging the arms hard, either playing over or under it. Not able yet to find the middle. He's faced 6 deliveries, yet to get off the mark. A little chat from Sambo. This time, finally finds some bat on ball, crunches it away, goes through point, bit of top spin, spins it back with a point down to the Boundary Cafe for 4. Took 7 deliveries, and finally finds one out of the middle. First boundary in a couple of overs as well. This time, up and over the top. It's going to go through extra cover, and Jafar's not going to be able to cut that one off, no matter how good he is in the outfield. 4 runs, back-to-back 4s for Shale. Use the wrists, open the blade on that one. Made sure it went over the top of extra cover, taking the cover fielder in the deep out of the equation. Outside the power plate, they've got a deep square. They're bringing Harendra inside the circle from deep mid-wicket. They've got a wideish long off around towards cow corner. Deep third as well in place. And that's cut away in the air as well. The sun again, a factor in this one. It went straight over the head of Jafar, but had the hands there. He just couldn't see the red ball, pinkish ball, which was blocked by a much larger red pinky ball in the sky. Bit lucky there from Shale, but now all of a sudden the clouds come back over. So if he does it again, Jafar will be able to see it. This time, a little bit of a misfield at extra cover, allows a single. Hundred, of course, coming up this over as well, with that single at the beginning of the over. And dab poke. Shale very quick between the wickets, able to get through safely. It's his call. Goes flying away down to deep backward point. One ball left of the ninth. Sun coming and going. Not sure where these clouds are. From my vantage point, it's all blue sky, but they're rolling on through. Ever-present chance of a shower this morning. Had one at 5 a.m. Hopefully we can get through to 10 a.m. with no more rain. Even with those 3 quick wickets falling, it's a very good start for the Marvels. Swatted through extra cover again. That's powerful. This time Sambo punches it over the top of Iftikhar's head and picks up the boundary to round out the 9th over. Sky Warrior Marvels 114 for 3. Sunbub's hit that one so hard they can't find it. Eventually it's plucked out from underneath the shiny red tractor. Partnership of 24 now between Shail Shah and Sambo. Chandru to bowl a third. 2 for 3 in his first, 9 off his second. Shail Shah on strike. He goes aerial again. Has he got all of this? Not quite. And it's going to plug. Big 9-iron chip shot onto the green. One bounce, pick up by Jafar in the deep. They're peppering that cover, extra cover region, the Marvels of late. Because there's a ring of fielders on the leg side in the deep. No one on the leg side inside the circle. It's a good line. Just pushed back to the bowler from Sambo. And long on. Deep mid-wicket, deep square leg. It should mean there's a 6-3 offside field. Deep cover and deep backward point outside the circle on the offside. Iftikhar, an extra cover, comes around to pick that one up inside the circle. Just another single. Well, the good news for the Sky Warrior Marvels is they've got more on the board today than they did against the Titans last time. They've got 7 wickets in hand as well. One again, just an extra cover. Top scorer in that game between the Titans and the Marvels back in December was, for the Marvels, top scorer was Pranay Doshi, who's not playing today. I've seen him here, but I'm not sure if he's carrying an injury. Unavailable, not sure. He's not playing. Pretty much the same side. No, Pranav didn't play in that game. Of course, he scored a half century already today. I see Peter Doshi down there. I'll ask him next time I get off the commentary to see why he's not playing today. Very tidy from Chandru. Just the 3 singles coming from the 10th. Halfway there. Sky Warrior Marvels 117 for 3. The man that took a great catch in the deep and then got blinded by the sun and missed a catch in the deep. Jafar to bowl over number 11. Right on cue. Peter Doshi actually came up towards the broadcast area, so I could ask him what was wrong. I'll just tell you what it's all about once we've seen this delivery. Leading edge from Shale. Can't find a gap. All he did was give me a thumbs up. Unfortunately, the thumb was in a brace because he's got a broken thumb. Sad news for Pranay. Hope he's on the mend soon. That one dragged down the leg and will be wide. I did mention that is there some kind of Sky Warriors Marvels rule that one player must have a broken thumb at any time, because Sambo's just come back from one and now Peter's got one. Doesn't look like if the Marvels get through to the grand final next week, I'm not sure he'll be available then. Still looks all braced up. That's the flick. Got that one. Got all of it. Backward of square. That's a Jordan Path 6. Out of the ground. Pick that one off middle and hit it so far. We're going to need a replacement ball. So, two batters just off screen. Going to take a chance to have a sip of water. Another warm one out there in the middle. 29.3 degrees already. 80% humidity. That's sticky. A light cloud cover to the east is giving the ground a little bit cooler, but it's still very warm and work out there for all the players. Saw it yesterday as well. Lots of sunshine yesterday's game. All right. Did we get the ball back? We got a ball. There we go. Umpire Imran rolls one over to umpire Iqbal. Jafar can reset. It was a big sweep 6 from Shale Shah. He moves to 24. Goes again. Hasn't got it all. It's down the throat. Easy catch out of deep backward square. Shale Shah has to depart. The fourth wicket falls for the Marvels on 124. Shale Shah out for 24. Shulbash with the catch and backward square. Couldn't clear the ropes. Looks like Naneed Shah is going to come out to bat next. He's not quite ready though, but now he is. Naneed Shah will come to the crease in the 11th over. 124 for 4. Vital part of the game now. Titans, if they can get another wicket or two, maybe restrict Sky Warriors under 180. These two in the middle can get firing. Push the score up over 200. Put some serious scoreboard pressure on the Titans. Their big batting lineup, led by the captain, Ajit Chako. No Hitesh today. He must be out of town. Ajit got the reins for the final, and that's a good start. Beaten everybody, I think. Buys beat the bat, beat the keeper, didn't beat the rope. Got to the rope for Buys. More runs for the Marvels. It was a very good first delivery to Naneed. This time onto the hips and flicks. Work to do. And Shubash can't get there. So first runs for Naneed Shah to round out a big over in runs and a wicket falling. 15 coming from the 11th. The Sky Warrior Marbles, 132 for 4. Nice little dab flick here from Naneed. A little bit wayward from Jafar. Just eases it. The very quick Shabash Thakur in the backward square region. Couldn't get around a fine leg to cut that one off. Maji Chaka to bowl. No, Venki is going to bowl. Once Venkatesh has figured so far, Myra. First time saying good morning to you. 2 overs, none for 31. So long ago. So much has happened. Forgot about how expensive those first 4 overs were. 2 of them from Venkatesh. He's got 2 different batters to bowl to this time. Starts very nicely. Yorker length outside off. Oh, big top edge. A chance for Singh with the gloves. He gets there, and that's the big wicket of Sambhav Shah. He departs for 8. Venkatesh gets his first. The Sky Warrior Marbles, 132 for 5. Well judged catch here by Shamshir Singh. Very high in the air, running backwards as well. Look at that. Got himself perfectly placed. Great catch with the gloves. Sambo's not happy, but he has to depart. And the Marbles now 5 wickets down. Smeet Mehta out to the crease. And number 7 for the Marbles. As I said, a couple of wickets here for the Titans. Really going to peg this one back as Smeet starts dotting it back. Going to go the little guide. Too wide from Benke that time. Slower one, full. Direct hit from Aji Chaco, and I think Nanit was run out there. He was short of his ground, but fortunately the throw a little wide. Scamper through for first runs this over off the bat. Swing and a miss inside the trams. Very tidy over that one from Vanke, fighting back. None for 31. Now he's 1 for 32. 1 for 33, I should say. Wicket and 2 runs coming from the 12th. The Sky Warrior Marbles, 134 for 5. And Jafar going to bowl a second here. And runs out through point. Just a single. A more good turn there for Jafar. Caused Nanit a little bit of trouble so far. Slowing down here in the second half. Titans fighting back. Swinging hard this time, up and wide-ish, long off. It's going to make the ropes in front of the scoreboard. Smeet Mehta gets his first boundary. More runs, just a single this time to finish off the over. 7 runs from the 13th. The Sky Warrior Marbles, 141 for 5. Krishna into the attack for over number 14. Big rotation and appeal from Rama. Was there an edge on that one? Umpire Wade says no. If there was, it was put down. Looks like it's more the latter there. Might have been a feather edge. Shamshir waving it off. This time, big thick leading edge. Not exactly where Nanit was aiming, but we'll find the single. For the Marvels, they need to push up over 180, you'd expect, with the big batting lineup that is the Titans. And for the Titans, if they can get a couple more here, really put the pressure on the lower order. Smeet taking that one the back of the leg. Again, trying with the wrists, so close to finding the edge. 3 singles coming from the 14th. The Warriors, Sky Warriors Marvels are 144 for 5. That's a big long 6 down towards the Kowloon Bowling Club. Smeet Matter hitting big. It's down on the one knee. And pops it up over the top. Long on, long off in place now. Deep forward square. Deep cover. Right back into his crease this time. Not happy. Don't want to run on the arm of Chandru, so keeps that one to a dot. Little tip and run backward of point. And the overthrow goes all the way out down to long on. Venky's onto it quickly, keeps it to 1. 150 up. Well, that maximum, of course, as well. This time pokes it out through forward square. Narendra does the fielding in the deep. 8 off the over so far, 2 balls remaining. Need to re-bowl that one. And have to re-bowl that one as well. A couple of free runs for the Marvels. Oh, this is going to be close. It's straight to the extra cover fielder. Probably didn't go to the right end. They can get through for another single. Every run getting cheered on by the Sky Warrior Marvels dugout below our broadcast area. Going to be a fresh area to finish off with. End of the over. No, it's a wide. My apologies. Third one of the over. Long one for Jafar. He's going to bowl 10 balls, 9 balls at least. They want the tip and run again. Smeet could be short here. He was if it hit. They get through in the end for a single. 13 runs coming from the 15th. 5 overs remain. The Sky Warrior Marbles 157 for 5. Well, it's nicely flicked backward of square. They had the deep square. Shabash had moved around much straighter through square legs, so no needs to just flick that one on the 45. Pick up another boundary. Moving into the 160s now. That's straight to Jafar. They're not going to run on that arm. So Smeet quickly turns around, goes back. Oh, toe of the bat. It's not going to carry out into the deep. And just in the end, it'll be a single. Faster one zips through. 6 off the over, 2 balls remaining of the 16th. Extras just creeping in the last few overs. That's the 6th wide in the last 2 overs. This time giving himself some room. Punches it out through cow corner. Venkatesh will pick up. Still 1 ball left. Another 9 ball over at least. Extra hard work out there in the field for the Titans. Well, he's got that off the toe of the bat as well. Harendra has to make some ground. Just gets there in time, but can't grasp it. Going to pick up and come back for 2. Bit of a half-life there for Naneed Shah. End of the over 11 coming from it. Sky Warrior Marbles 168 for 5. The captain to bowl over 17 for the Titans. Aji Chako, 2 overs, none for 16 so far. Still mixing up his field. Deep backward point, deep cover. They've brought Long off inside the circle to mid-off. Long on still in place. Deep mid-wicket and deep square leg. Uses the speed of Chako to go through extra cover. Down to the little red tractor. Smeet finding the boundary for the second time for a 4, plus his maximum. Moving into the 20s now. Good late runs from the number 7. A charge this time, and a miss. Lucky not to clip that leg stump. Lofted in the air, Jafar getting underneath it and will take the catch at mid-off. Chako strikes, the 6-wicket falls for the Marvels on 172. Smeet Mehta out for 22. This is a very well judged catch again. Caught on our scoreboard camera. He's got 2 great catches today. And helps out his captain to get his first wicket. 3.5 overs remaining, 4 wickets in hand. Parin Shah coming to the crease at number 8. Put into the crease to join Navneet Shah. Aji Chako with 3 balls left of his 3rd over. Oh, very good delivery. Got through Parin. I'm not sure how it didn't clip the top of the stumps, but it didn't. Just a bit of extra bounce. Saving Parin from a golden duck. Oh, that's delicately played. Nice way to get runs off the mark for Parin. Picks up another boundary, second one of the over. He's going to dot that one back to Aji. So 8 runs and a wicket coming from the 17th. Sky Warrior Marvels with 3 overs remaining. 176 for 6. Shash Chandru, he's going to bowl out here. 3 overs, 2 for 15 so far against the 18th over duties. While he gets his field set, Myra, bang up a baby bowling card and let's see who's got overs left to figure out. We know that Aji Chako is probably going to bowl one of the 2 remaining after this one. But pretty much everyone can have a bowl. Nobody's bowled out yet. This will be the first player too, Chandru. Nanit Shah still out there. Run a ball 15 for him. It's taking an awful long time to get his field set. I think we're right to get underway now. And scoops up again, looking to go leg side, ends up offside. Archie Chucko making sure there's no run available. Oh, he's got plenty of that one, I think. Sure did. That's gone above our heads. The little lampy lights up. 6 runs for Nanit Shah. It's his first maximum. Nice one straight through square leg. Up into the 3rd tier of the swimming pool pavilion. Off it goes. Full starting from Chandru, back to his mark. Big thick outside edge. It's going to find runs though. It's going to get all the way down to the Boundary Cafe. Swing hard, gets the results. A handy little quarter century. Knock from Nanit Shah now off 18 deliveries. I've got up over that 180. I said was probably going to have to be a minimum. I keep going like this, push up over 200. At least set the Titans something to chase. It's a handy dot for Chandru. He's got 2 balls left of his final over. Swinging hard again through cow corner. Venky's out there. I don't think he can get to it. It's just a matter of what it was. 4 runs. He's coming screaming around to his right from long on. He couldn't get there around the wicket. Nanit's just lined that one up. It's awfully close to being another maximum. It is 14 off the over so far with the ball remaining, 190 on the board. Full toss, goes straight. That's going to be 4 as well as it trickles into the sight screen. And a big over comes to an end. 18 runs from the 18th. Sky Warrior Marvels 194 for 6. Geary to bowl the penultimate over for the Titans. 194 on the board. Princhar on strike, 4 off 3. He's got 12 legal deliveries to see where the Marvels can set a total for the Titans to chase. Still to come. You can see Palak Kathari padded up down in the dugout for the Marvels. coming off the thigh pad, so it's a dot. Ankit Bansali hasn't batted yet. He's not padded up. He's confident he won't be required. Oh, uses the wrist, flicks forward of square and finds the gap. More runs this time for Perrin. His second four. A flick shot just forward of square, taking Subhash out of the equation. Only a fine gap between him and Harendra. Managed to pick it that time. Back live, slower out of the back of the hand delivery, which is a no ball because it was off the pitch. So we've got a free hit coming up. First no ball of the innings. It's been a while since we've had a no ball in Morning League. Didn't have any yesterday by memory. It's a freebie here for Perrin. And he takes full advantage, flicks it away back with a square. Chandru unable to get anywhere near that one. 200 up for the Sky Warrior Marvels as well. 203. 9 legal deliveries remaining. 220. A good chance here. Should be a pretty handy score. And stopped by Chandru. And get 3 for 1. All right, flicked up over the top of Charco's head. That's going to be more runs for Nano Char this time. Into the up to 37. Ball remaining. This is another big one. 14 off the over so far. There's a slower one again. Last time it was a no ball. This time it's wide. Landing on the tram line. Or just outside. Umpire Imran Arif says re-bowl that one. Swinging hard. Straight out to Venkatesh. One bounce at long on for a single. Finish off the over. Plenty coming from it. 210 for 6. Sky Warrior Marvels got 6 legal deliveries to see what they can do. Ajit Charco will bowl the death over here. Captain taking the reins. 1 for 24 so far. He's got 6 legal deliveries. 210, so 220 should be achievable. A wicket or dot here and there. Keep it down as much as possible for the Titans. So it's going to be a single to start with. Been a handy knock from Nani. 39 off 24. Pulled away. They've got plenty of protection out in the deep. So another single only. This one hit hard out to deep cover, but straight to Iftikhar. It's a good result for Chucko. There's 3 singles off the first 3 deliveries. Just continuing with the singles. It's going to be a big score for the Titans. They've only scored 200 plus once by my reckoning here. And that was when they scored a massive 278 or something against, well, they've scored 200 twice, in fact. 278 against Sergeant Spartans. They scored 219 against the Sky Warriors Avengers, who did chase that down. They'll be having to do something similar here if they want to get a spot in the grand final next week. 1 ball left, 214 on the board. They've got the batting. We know that they do. A charge goes wide of Long Off. Is it going to find the boundary? Work to do for Long Off. We'll get there. Down in front of the scoreboards. They've pushed for 2. Naneed's coming back for a 3rd. He's probably going to get run out here. And yes, he will be. They'll get 2 runs, but that'll take us in to the innings break here at Kowloon Cricket Club. The second semi-final of Grade 1 KCC Morning League. Sky Warrior Marvels winning the toss, electing to bat. And they've put 216 on the board. Have a look at the batting and bowling card, Myra, before we go into the innings break here. And there is the batting card. I'm just going to show the wicket overlay first, but stop that one and have a look at that. So an 87-run opening partnership between Chirag Kothari and Pranav Shah getting the runs on the board early. Harsh Jagani run out cheaply. Shal Shah with a good cameo 24. Naneed Shah right there at the end putting on 42 runs. Ran himself out just to try to see if he could get a 3rd. And a handy knock from Smeet Mehta and Parin Shah rounding out. 19 extras as well, a little expensive from the Titans. The score 216. Have a look at the bowling card. Natufa for Chandru, getting that early breakthrough, vital. 2 for 33, 1 for 33 for Venki, 1 for 30 for the captain Ajit Chacko, and 1 for 31 for Jafar to go with his 2 catches in the innings. We are in the innings break here. 216 on the board. When we come back in around 10 minutes' time, the Titans will require 217 for victory. Join us then. with 2 wickets to his name. Both the wickets today. Rawat and Iftikhar. 2 big wickets. Sambhav Shah bowling over number 8. Still lots of protection in the deep square, deep mid-wicket, long on, long off, and deep cover. I don't think any of them are going to get involved in that one because that's going over my head, possibly over the top of the swimming pool pavilion. In fact, might have even made it all the way to Jordan Path. We'll have to wait and see where that one ended up. That was a big 6 from Aji. I think it landed through and maybe bounced on through the swimming pool. All right, I went for a walk up the top deck to see if we could find it. Cannot. We think it might have kicked off over the top, bounced and headed off to Jordan Path for a jog. So replacement ball delivered to Sambo. And umpire Imran Arif very slowly raises 2 hands. And another extra in the books. Down by about 19 runs on comparison at the moment, the Titans, but with wicket in hand. And pushes that one along the ground out to Shale in the deep. Handy quarter century for Venkatesh, opening the batting today. Trunal unavailable. Doing a great job for his Titans. Out there with the captain. Full and pushed out into the deep. Harsh Jagani. Been out there all day, Harsh. He's got the sunglasses on, which is wise. We saw Jafar managing to misjudge one because of the sunshine. Tough place to be fielding out there. This one's hit harder out to deep mid wicket, and Shale should get there. Does. And get through for one. It's good runs already into the double figures. 11 runs with the ball remaining. Did see the spinners from Titans this morning getting it to grip and rip and dance about. And the finger goes up. Long appeal from Sambo is given. That's the end of Venkat for a well-earned 26. The third wicket falls for the Titans on 75. There's the replay. He's down low. It's hit him waist height. You can see him appealing to umpire Imran about where it hit him, but he did go down trying to go for the sweep. In the end, it's in the books as an LBW. And who will that come out? Jafar we're just talking about. He took two great catches and had a misjudged one. Now he's got a job to do with the captain. The team at 75 for 3. Sambhav, after going for 11 off his first 5 deliveries, picks up a wicket to join Perrin. The two slower bowlers for the Marvels getting all the wickets so far. And Perrin Shah will bowl a third over here. 2 for 14 so far. Got himself a wicket each over he's bowled. He'll be bowling to Ajit Chako. Left alone, too wide, need to re-bowl. Oh, big thick edge through the slip cordon. Could make it all the way to the boundary for 4, will do. No slip in place, and Ajit Chako takes the outside edge and picks up a boundary. His question, he wants the wide. This time the arms stay down. Last wide, Perrin was arguing that it shouldn't have been. Meanwhile, Ajit eyeing up the leg side, so Smeet Matter's been pushed forward square. Tidy again from Perrin. The good news for the Titans, he's only got 9 legal deliveries left, so they can see him off. They've found runs off pretty much everyone else. Well, that's going to be runs. That could be another ball out to Jordan Path. That's another big one straight over the top of Smeet Matter's head. We'll have another little delay while you watch the delightful replay of this 6 from Ajit Chako, his second. Well, I had another ball departing Kowloon Cricket Club, courtesy of Aji Chako. Replacement ball has been delivered. 11 off this over. No wickets so far, so another good one for the Titans, even finding runs off the bowling of Parrin. Well, that's going to be close, but I think outside the line of off. A pleading Pranav Shah with the gloves on. See if we can see the replay on this one. I think it's going to cut out beforehand because that's what it does. There it goes. Likes to taunt me, that last ball replay. Anyway, you can go back on YouTube and make a decision yourself. It's in the books as a dot. Wants a tip and run. Aneet Shah's onto it quickly though. We'll finish off with a couple of dots. 11 runs coming from the ninth. The Titans 86 for 3. In comparison, the Sky Warrior Marbles after 9, 114 for 3. Hit us with the worm, Myra. There it is. And obviously, the second half for the Marbles, not as quick as the first half. And for the Titans, it may well need to be the opposite, with still 131 required in 11 overs, 11.91. Just a tick under 2 runs a ball required. Sambhav to continue. Extras creeping into the Marvels bowling as well. We saw 19 extras from the Titans. Oh, good ball. Zipping past. And again, similar ball, similar result. Still no sign of Akash Shah bowling though, leading wicket taker. Doesn't feel like he's necessary yet to put himself into the attack. Oh, that's going to go for 6. Dropped it a bit too short and flicked away backward a square. That one very politely landed well up into the tree and bounced back onto the ground. So he didn't lose that one at least. But the runs continue for the Titans as they move into the 90s. They're going to run on this time as Aneet has to come from point through to cover point, pick up, and doesn't bother to shy. They'll take the 1. Bring Aji back on strike. 19 off 11. 2 maximums already. And another wide in the books. Uses the wrists, and a diving Palikathari gets one left hand to it. We'll still get through for 1. 10 off the over again, keeping on target with that run rate required. And 11 extras so far for the Marvels, 10 of them wides. There's the tip and run to cover again. And safely through. End of the over, 11 coming from the 10th. We're halfway there. Titans 97 for 3. They need 120 in the final 10. And if you do your maths, that means it's 12 and over, or they need 2 runs per ball from here. Parin Shah to bowl out. He's going to bowl the 11th. Went for 11 in his previous over. 2 for 25 so far. Sun blazing, keeping things warm out in the middle. A full on flow to the drops onto the toes. And we'll find a single. As it very slowly Just pushes out past mid-on. Chico will pick that one up. It's going to be an exciting final 10 overs here. One of these two teams going to the grand final. Drops one in short, keeps it along the ground. Didn't fall for the trap this time. Friend already picking up a wicket that way. A shorter, faster one up into the bat of, high on the bat of Iftikhar, holding out to Shale Sharp. Happy to let that one go through. Bit of skid on, says Jafar. And tidy this one, finishing off Perrin Shah. 2 balls left of his 4-over spell. Just the 2 singles so far. Can he close it out? Put more run rate required, pressure on. Cut away, can't beat Nanade Shah. Oh, it's going to be a hat-trick of dots. And as we get into these final 10 overs. 9 overs after this delivery. Every dot just adds a little bit more pressure. The runs required. Extras are helping the Titans out as well. That brings up the 100 with a wide. 117 required in 55 deliveries. All right, that's a big one as well. Going to finish off the over with a maximum. Everyone just stargazing as that one flies away. So in the end, that final over went for 9. The Titans 106 for 3 after 11. They need all the ones. 111 in 9 overs at 12.33. Well, lost count of how many balls we've lost, but there's been quite a few, at least 3. Chico, Chirag Katari to bowl over number 12. First time into the attack today. See if he can't generate a wicket. Manji Chacko on strike. Goes very straight, 2 converging, and Akash Shah can't cut that one off. Said that he long on, long off, set wide with his marbles field. So Archie just goes straight. Their runs are there. Akash almost got there, diving with the left hand, but couldn't nab it. Look at how straight it was, almost cleaned up the stumps. Back live, and Yorker length. Tip and run single. Nanade Shah has to go all the way around from cover point to mid-off to field that one, as there's no extra cover, no mid-off. Of course, with the 5 runs so far this over, Titans are past the halfway mark in the run chase. Now 106 required. And no run there. So back-to-back dots. This is a win for Chico after going for a 4 off his first delivery. And that's not got it out of the screws. Has it got enough on it? No, it doesn't. Harsh Jagani takes the catch. Jafar has to depart for 15. The 4th wicket falls for the Titans on 111. Didn't quite middle that one. It was in the air a long time. It was a matter of, was it going to go over the top, still have enough on it to carry over the top of Jagani's head? The answer was no. And the hands go up from Chico as he gets the breakthrough. The 4th wicket down now, with the ball left to the 12th. Deporia coming out to the crease at number 6. Spain's the final delivery of the Qatari Chirag over. Already had Qatari Palak bowl earlier on. Oh, the wicket has fallen. The dangerous Aji Chako still out in the middle. Can do anything. He's at the non-striker's end, though. Up to Deporia to navigate the final delivery of the 12th. And how that's missed everything, I'm not really sure. Chico's not very sure. It's going to be a dot to finish off with. He does navigate it just. And the 12th, the Titans, 111 for 4. They need 106 at 13.25 now. Shal Sharp to bowl over number 13 for the Marvels. Shal Sharp to Aji Chako. This could be a catch out of the deep. It won't be. It's going to be wide to Parin Shah. Could be 4. It will be 4. Races away towards the scoreboard. As I said, as long as Aji Chako is still out there in the middle, you cannot write the Titans off. Aji Chako with a top score of 127 this season. Still pleading his case, Aji. He thinks anything too far outside of his arc should be wide. Umpire Jawad Iqbal points to the tram lines and says, carry on, it's a dot. Oh, toe of the bat, could have gone anywhere, but all it does is one bounce to Sambo. Unlucky for Shale, lucky for Aji. This time, whips it off the toes. Smeet Mehta comes around to deep square leg. It'll just be 1. 101 off 44. Getting tougher by the dot ball and by the single. And Deporia, who was awfully lucky not to lose his leg stump previous over, back on strike. Comes back, dabs it through point. No gap there. So after going for a very nice 4 off his first delivery, Shal Shah's fought back well here. See if he can get out of the over. Not too much damage done. Absolutely. It's going to be another dot. So 5 runs coming from the 13th. The Titans, 116 for 4. They're 101 runs away for victory. And it equates to 14.43 runs per over from here. Starting to wonder if we were ever going to see the captain bowl today. The left arm quick, and he's decided over 14 is the time for Akash Shah to be entered into the scorebooks. Didn't bat, so first time his name will appear. Leading wicket taker for the Marvels, 10 this season. It's going to be captain v captain for the 14th over. Aji 31 off 19. Charges him immediately. It's skied high in the air. Nani Shah can't get there. There's no deep cover as Jagani had moved around to deep extra cover. Another lucky one for Aji. We'll get back for 2. Good fielding from Nani. He chased it all the way down to the ropes and flicked it back in. Jagani combining to save 2. And now Akash has moved Nani to extra cover inside the circle, and Jagani's moved around to deep cover, which is exactly where that ball went. Oh, tries the flick and gets bowled around his legs. Akash Shah wins the captain's battle. He gets his first wicket. The 5th wicket falls. The big wicket of Aji Chacko out for 33. The Titans 118 for 5. The left arm round the legs. Aji shuffles across. Just tried to get any bit of bat on it with no fine leg in place. Gets nothing on it. You miss. Akash says, I'll hit. And he gets the big wicket of Aji Chacko. Titans in a bit of trouble now. On 18 for 5. Giri coming to the crease at number 7. Both batters out in the middle. You won't have a run to their name. Wonder if that's the turning point of this game for the Marvels and Titans. They're big hitters all back in the sheds now. And it's up to the middle order to see what they can do. Head back to KCC Match Centre. Pull up the stats on the Titans. And go through the runs scored this season for the Titans. Top is Aji Chacko, who had 326 before today. Iftikhar second, 217. Venkatesh 178. Rawat 149. And Jafar 65. They're their top 5. And they're the 5 that are now back in the Titans dugout. Next best is Taporia, who's at the non-strikers end with 63 runs this tournament. That's a nice start from Giri, driving hard. Parin Shah will cut this off in front of the sight screen, though. He'll get his first runs. First run off the bat for Giri. He's even looking for a second there, but Taporia wasn't paying attention. Giri, these two out in the middle, 6th and 7th, the highest scorers for the Titans. Giri with 55 runs this season, now 56. Taporia 63 and yet to get off the mark. Oh, that's going to go for 4. Wasn't anywhere near where Taporia was planning on hitting it, but he's going to get the runs and going to get off the mark. 7 runs off the over. Hey, Myra, guess what? Yeah. What's the score?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The score with that boundary is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will pop up on screen very shortly. There it is, bottom left-hand corner. My favourite thing in commentary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you very much, Gaurav Taporia, flicking that one away. I can go home today a happy man. Oh, he's going long, going straight. Chico getting around, takes the catch. And that's the end of Taporia. Chico, no doubt, no troubles this time. Definitely inside the ropes. He gets the catch, and Akash has got 2 in 5 balls as the Titans lose their 6th on 123. Watching it. Chico made very good ground. He was wide again and caught that one in front of the sight screen. Getting the job done for his captain, and the captain getting the job done for his team. 2 for 7. As Ramakrishnan comes to the crease at number 8. Is there a twist in the tail of this game, or are the Marvels going to clean up the tail? 4 wickets to go to get themselves a spot in Friday's KCC Morning League Grade 1. Final against the Sky Warriors Avengers. If they do get through, I'll be going to say Sky Warriors a lot in that game. It'll make my life easier if the Titans got through. At the moment, the Marvels look like they are going to join their stablemates, the Avengers. Ramakrishnan, of course, he's got other ideas. He's going to try to get this 94 in 37, but the run rate required now is up to 15.24. Akash finish off his first over. And it's going to be runs again. Still doesn't put anybody at fine leg, so he will take 4 to start things off. So good runs coming that over, 11 runs, but 2 wickets. The problem for the Titans after 14. They are 127 for 6. They need exactly 90 more at exactly 15 runs and over from here. Perhaps looking for that line again to bowl around the legs, but too far down leg. Could have left it alone, Ramakrishnan, and taken the wide, but decided to take the extra runs wisely. Get off the mark with a 4. Tries to cut hard. An extra bounce from that back of the handball from Shale. Starts with a couple of dots. Continuing to put the squeeze on the Titans. Puts that one in the slot though, and given the treatment, take that one. Oh, just stays inside the ground, but only just. Hits the 20-foot netting right at the top. Thought that one was going to be donated to the Kowloon Bowling Club, but we did get it back. And just what the Titans needed. Fuller one that time from Shale. And Geary said thank you very much. Full again. Scoops it out. It's going to be 4 runs as well. That's hit very well. Parin Shah's out there and just having balls either hit over his head or hit to his left, hit to his right, running around everywhere. 10 off 2 helps the equation. Keeps the Titans in this. 80 now required. Never say never when it's KCC Morning League. Of course, the Titans were involved in that famous Tide game earlier this season. So they bring the excitement, that's for sure. That's going to be a dot. Unless Geary wants to go from get himself run out. Naneet was onto it quickly. 1 ball left to the 15th. And that's the one that pulls the length back. It's hard for Geary to get underneath it. And it's a good delivery. Still 10 runs coming from the 15th. The Titans 137 for 6, needing 80 at 16 per over. Chirag Katari to bowl the 16th. He's got a wicket and a catch to his name. Oh, they're going to push on the arm of Shale Shah. Flicks it in quickly. Good running. Get back just in time for 2. There's 2s and 1s available all day long on that leg side, but it's not going to be enough. They're going to find the boundary more often than not. This one's not, as it picked up by Harsh Jagani. I'll take the single. Geary already into double figures. Oh, that's skied up in the air. Who's getting underneath it? Sambhav Shah gets himself set, takes the catch, and that's another wicket to fall. Geary out for 11. Chico's got 2. The Titans lose their 7th on 140. That's a very well judged catch. Look at him move all the way from the left of screen over to the right of screen. Gets it done. Fingers go up in the air. Happy Sambo, happy Chico. As the Titans now just 3 wickets left. Still 77 runs required as the wicketkeeper Shamsher Singh comes to the crease at number 9. It's been pretty clinical today by the Marvels. Putting the runs on early, allowing their middle order batters to swing freely, get the score up to 216. It's not the biggest score we've seen. It's not the biggest score that the Titans have scored this season to chase it down, but their big score against the bottom of the table and soon to be relegated Spartans. It's a different case when you're chasing 216 against the third-ranked team, Sky Warriors Marvels. As Shamsher starts pushing it out through cow corner, takes the single and puts Ramakrishna back on strike. Titans regular fixture in the semi-finals. I know how it is, but it's getting a bit tough here. 76 off 25. It's up now over 3 a ball with 1 ball left to the 16th. And dot to finish with. Tidy over from Chico. A wicket and 4 runs coming from the 16th. Titans 141 for 7, needing 76 at 19 per over. Shail Shah to bowl a third. Went for 10 in his second. Just 2 over pitch deliveries. The ones that he brought the length back and got it to jump up. They ended up being the dot balls. He's going to start with a full one. On the toes, that's got to be awfully close. That's out. Finger goes up from Jawed Iqbal, and that is the end of Singh for 1. 8 wickets down now for the Titans. 141 for 8. Over pitch this time from Shail Shah, but here's the replay. And shuffled a long way across. That was going to smash into middle and off. Has to go. Shabash Thakur out to the crease. Number 10. 2 more wickets for the Marvels to wrap this up and book themselves a place in the grand final. Actually got that one to turn away quite nicely. Almost a little bit too far. Stayed inside the trams. Goes full again. I think this one's just sliding down leg. Well, I got an inside edge, not sure, but I think the signal from Shail agrees it was just angling down leg, hitting outside the line. Good over this is for the Marvels. Wicket dot dot. Again, pleading for a wide. Not there. And again. Come on, Shail. Ball another dot. Give us a wicket maiden for the semi-final. Oh, he's dropped that one in short. It's actually managed to pick it up on the body. I think it was going to go wide. It was almost dragged down onto the stumps. It is a wicket maiden for Shail and the Marvels. 17 done, 3 remain. Getting a bit too hard now for the Titans. They need 76 in 3. That's 25.33 runs per over. Heading back to the KCC Match Centre to have a look at upcoming games. So we've got more KCC Morning League semi-finals next week. It's going to be a wide to start with. We'll get through the grade ones this week. The next week we got 4 days of KCC Morning League live on YouTube. 2 semi-finals for grade 2. Then the 2 grand finals on Thursday and Friday. 4 exciting days of cricket. I'm sure you join us from 7 a.m. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. There's going to be 3 in a row from Chico. Got 2 for 12. He's straying in his third. Needs to get his line set. That one's better. Outside the line of off, inside the trams, and picks up the dot. 17 deliveries, 2 wickets remaining. I'm going to run on the arm of Naneet Shah here. And a direct hit was miles gone, but cleverly, there was no one backing up, so they're going to get through for 2. Subhash had given up there. He knew he was miles gone, had Naneet hit. Of course, Naneet couldn't actually fire it as hard as he could, otherwise it would have gone for 4 overthrows. This will be a single out to extra cover, and Jacani. The grind to the end now, 70 to win off 15. That is highly unlikely. What have we seen? We saw one grade 2 game that was 47 off 18, Myra. That was the Markle. That's the biggest one we've seen chased down. I don't think 70 off 15 is doable, especially with just another single. Put up in the air. Akash Shah comes in too far, overruns it, and it's going to go for 4. A rare mistake from him in the field. He'd be glad that camera didn't catch it. He was just off camera. Came steaming in off the rope, ran underneath it, and went over his head for 4. Just off to the right of screen. Chico should have had his third. He'll bowl the final delivery. Oh, that's kicked off the turf pitch. Being parried sideways. They'll get 1. They're going to run on the arm of Naneet again. Oh, there's another shy at the stumps, but they were safely home this time. 2 runs to finish off the over. 13 runs coming from the 18th. The Titans bringing up the 150. Consolation prize, 154 for 8. 63 required in the last 2. Smeet Mehta is going to get thrown the ball for the penultimate over. First time we've seen Smeet bowl today. Good first delivery from Mehta. That one's too wide though. Need to re-bowl. And calls a catch. Didn't carry to Akash Shah, who's now at deep square leg, replacing Smeet there. 10 balls left. Has to hit a 6 every ball just to tie the game here. He's trying hard there. It's not going to carry. Oh, it almost carried. Diving effort. Shale Shah, I thought he had no chance of getting there. That quick in the field. Did get there, but fell just short in front of him. Another 2. And a run on the arm of Akash Shah here. It's going to be awfully close. Awfully close. Ramakrishnan wasn't even paying attention. He just put his bat down once he got over and was there. That's the third. Top of screen there. The third Sky Warriors Avengers, who won yesterday's semi-final. Anka Vashishta there, top of screen. 112 not out yesterday. Coming down to watch. I saw Neil Patwar earlier. Ankit Shah, the captain, was here as well, cheering on their teammates. They'll be happy. It's an all Sky Warriors grand final for grade 1 next week. 8 balls left. That's going to be 4. 1 bounce over the ropes for 4. Consolation runs again. Ramakrishnan's up to 24 now. Handy little late knock, but just a little bit too late for the Titans here today. Friday. Dragged down leg. Immediately apologised, Smeet Matter, to his teammates. Well, plenty of calls to catch this over, but it should be cut off by Shao Shah. Parries it beautifully to Akash Shah. That was well done, but more good running. I'll tell you what, Tucker hasn't scored many runs, but he's run plenty. Puts in another 2. 13 runs coming off the penultimate. 1 over remains. 6 legal deliveries to get the semi-final. Number 2 in the books. And Chirag Katari. Will bowl the final over. Tucker will be on strike. He swings hard, keeps it along the ground, pushes it just to the left of Parin Shah at long on for a single. 5 balls left. Scooped out nicely through cow corner, and I don't think Smeet's going to be able to cut that one off. That's going to be 4. Nicely played. I love this little cameo from Saranga. 200 strike rate for a 30. And it's going to be a dot. If you can find 4 more runs in the final 3 deliveries, Ramakrishnan's going to be the top scorer for the Titans today, overtaking Ajit Chaka with his 33. And he will be. There he goes. Top of the table for the Titans today. Saranga moves to 34. 2 balls left. Plenty of starts today for the Titans. We'll run through the batting and bowling card once Chico finishes this over off. Just nobody pushing on with it. Oh, and it's gone through. Chico's got 3. Straight onto the middle stump. Saranga departs for 34. The 9th wicket falls on 175. There's 1 ball left, 1 wicket remaining in this game. Nice and straight onto the leg stump. Chico's got 3. To go with his 30 and an opening partnership of 87. If it was up to me to decide, and it's not, I'd probably say Chico's got the player of the match today. You've also got to take into account Pranav Shah's half century, a fighting 42 from Nanit Shah, but just both innings, Chico's been involved. can't really fault that 87-run opening partnership between Pranav and Chico. It really set the scene for this game. And then he's also gone and got 3. The left-handed Chandru. 1 ball left. Chico's going to go around the wicket. Sambov hadn't made the adjustment for the lefty, so he saunters on across. Here we go, final delivery. Scoops it out, and it should just be a single as Mehta does the fielding, and it's going to be the Sky Warrior Marvels going through to the grand final next week to meet the Sky Warriors Avengers. 40-run victory. And there's the batting card for the Titans. As I said, Saranga top scoring with a 34. The captain, Archie Chaco, with a handy 33. Starts all round, but just not going on with it. Putting 176 on in 20 overs, falling 41 runs short. The bowling card for the Sky Warrior Marvels, dominated by Chico Katari, 3 for 32 off his 4. And 2 for Prince Shah and also Akash Shah. Bowling just the 1 over. The captain comes in, picks up 2 wickets, changes the game completely and gets the job done and gets his side into the grand final. Don't forget, we'll be back next Tuesday for the Grade 2 semi-finals, Tuesday and Wednesday, then into the grand finals for both Grade 1 and 2 next Thursday and Friday right here on KCC Morning League YouTube. From Myra Baloch in broadcast, this is Aaron Bush signing off.